After a tough loss to the Buffalo Bills and a long week for me specifically, the Detroit Lions got some good news today that David Montgomery is not lost for the season, and we could see him as early as the playoffs and how important that first seed is. And shout out to the person in the comment section saying that they can't wait for my next playoff video, and here it is. And this is how the Detroit Lions can clinch not only the NFC North, but the NFC in week 17. A very specific set of things need to happen, but it will not be, it's not beyond the realm of possibility. Now, right now, the 49er game is about 75% certain that I'll go. I'm just trying to wait I have to get my tickets Monday of next week, and I could be watching the Detroit Lions win the NFC North and get the first seed throughout the playoffs, not even where that Minnesota Viking game will mean absolutely nothing in week 18. Let me show you exactly how that can happen. This is coming from ESPN.com, and this is what has to happen for the Detroit Lions to do that. Let me cut back to me real quick. If you are a person in the comment section, and I have to listen, I read the comments, I have to address this stuff because it needs to be addressed. If you're in the comments and you don't like the length of my video, or you put in the comments section how I could have saved you time, I will delete that video or that comment, because this is what we do. People like to have dialogue. Some people like to have it broken down. So if you don't have time to watch the video, or you call yourself saving some people some time, I will delete that comment, all right? So just letting you guys know. But here's what has to happen. Now, I have selected the way that I think this is going to go in week 16. I think the Lions are going to beat the Bears. We're only going to focus on the games that matter. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles do not control their own destiny. They need to win all 3 games, and they need us to lose. That would be the best way for them to get there. They have to have the Detroit Lions lose, because the Detroit Lions win every game, we go. That we have the first seed, no doubt. If the Philadelphia Eagles win every game, they need the Detroit Lions to win at least one, so they don't control their own destiny. So we're just going to focus on the Philadelphia Eagles for this week. We're going to focus mainly on the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Now, this is how I think it's going to go. I could see in Seattle, this would be a great help to us, assuming we take care of business, for the Seattle Seahawks to get this win. But I'm going to pick the Minnesota Vikings to win just because I don't know the status of Geno and how he'll be able to play. Their backup is Drew Lock. I don't see that happening. So let's skip to week 17. Week 17, here's what needs to happen. In week 16 or 17, the Philadelphia Eagles, for us to clinch the first seed in week 17, they need to lose at least one of these games. They need to lose either to the Washington Commanders or to the Dallas Cowboys. That will open up us winning in the division in week 17, the division and having the first seed. Now, I got them losing to the Commanders, but I have them beating the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys could win this game. What needs to happen? If these things happen, the Detroit Lions will win the NFC North and clinch the first seed. We could be playing for the division and the first seed, the last Monday Night Football game of the year, week 17. We need Philadelphia to lose one of the next 2 games. We also need the Green Bay Packers to pull off this win over the Minnesota Vikings. So it could be Seattle or Green Bay, but I went and picked this. So as you can see, I gave the Eagles a win in week 17, but a loss in week 16. I gave the Vikings a win in week 16, but a loss in week 17. And if the Lions beat the Bears and they beat the San Francisco 49ers, all these 2 games will be over. This game will be over. Assuming the Eagles lost in week 16, this game won't matter. Assuming they did, it will. This game here, this game is now over. Green Bay gets the win. We will be playing for the division, for the conference first seed on Monday Night Football against the San Francisco 49ers. Let me show you how that works. The Detroit Lions are 14-2. The Philadelphia Eagles are 13-3. The Minnesota Vikings are 13-3. If all 3 teams wind up 13-3, the Detroit Lions will have the tiebreaker over the teams. All right? So here's what's going to happen here. Watch this. let's go to week 17, and we're just going to focus on the 3 games that matter. The Minnesota Vikings versus Detroit Lions, and then we have the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Philadelphia Eagles, click that, no change. Only thing that changes is their record. So the Philadelphia Eagles, again, they're going to need some help. They're probably going to need one of these teams to beat us, no doubt. All right, so I think they're going to beat the Giants anyway. Now, this is what it comes down to. Minnesota, check this out. Minnesota Vikings beat us. Watch this. No change at all. Not at all. If we beat the Minnesota Vikings, no change at all. I'm going to go do it again so you can see that it was real. Minnesota Vikings win in week 18. All 3 of us are 14-3. We will wind up getting that first seed. Now, let me see something real quick because I want to see if this matters. Let's have the Minnesota Vikings win this game, but then have them lose to the Seattle Seahawks. We still get it. I just wanted to make sure that the division did not matter. So if all 3 teams are 14-3, the Detroit Lions will win the NFC North by default by winning the NFC, by getting the first seed throughout the NFC. We haven't officially won the NFC until you win the NFC title game. So this is what you're going to need for week 16. You are going to be looking for a victory over the Bears, but we want to watch closely this game here and this game here. These games are going to be huge for us. If the Seattle Seahawks and the Eagles, I mean, you're not really worried because we know we got to win. If the Eagles win out, then that means that we need, we can't lose, right? So, and as far as the Minnesota Vikings are concerned, we beat them once and we play them again, right? So we control our own destiny. This is outstanding. So here's what's going to happen. If this happens, right, I will already be in California. But if week 16, this team, the Washington Commanders, win this game, the Detroit Lions beat the Chicago Bears, and even if this happens here, and we take the Seattle Seahawks, right, because we're playing Monday night, so we'll already know. But that means that all week long, we'll be going into that week with a chance in week 17 to win the NFC first seed. I keep saying win the first seed, but you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, week 17 does have to happen. It does have to happen. But what we do know is this, is if the Eagles and the Vikings lose, okay, it really won't matter at this point what happens here. It won't matter what happens here. So basically, the Detroit Lions need to win 2, the Minnesota Vikings need to lose 1, and the Eagles, they need us to lose 1 in order for them to have a chance at the first seed. So again, people like when I go through it like this. If you're not one of those people, I understand, but you don't have to come in here and put in the comment section how I could have made my YouTube video, because you can make your own and I will gladly watch that video. All right. So I just have to say that type of stuff because people are super annoying. But this channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. I am most likely going to that game. I just want to, okay, if we're playing, like, it's going to be too late. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we lost the NFC title game, I was like, I have to be back. I don't care what happens. I got to be at this game. And I was hoping we started the season against these guys, but it didn't happen. Now, what'll be great is if we can eliminate the San Francisco 49ers. You're talking about a trifecta, because I'm not sure if they will be eliminated. They're 8-6 right now. I don't think they will be eliminated if the right combination of things happen in week 16. They need to win. I just thought about that as I was concluding the video. They need to win against the Dolphins. And they would love a Jets upset over the Rams. And I believe they would probably need an Arizona upset over the Panthers. So meaning the Panthers upset over the Cardinals. So those things could happen. If those three things happen for the San Francisco 49ers, they are still in contention for and Seattle loses as well. If Seattle loses to Minnesota, then they're still in this thing. So it's a possibility that to add a bonus is that we could possibly be not only about to win the NFC North, clinch the first seed, and put the San Francisco 49ers out of the playoff contention with a win on the very last Monday Night Football of the season in Levi. Now, here's what's going to be great. Here's what's going to be great. Well, I guess not. Well, no, it will be great. They don't have a big old ceremony. They would celebrate in the locker room. But could you imagine? We're at Levi Stadium. All of these things go the way that they go. Not only are the Lions celebrating in the locker room, the NFC North clinching, but the NFC first seed. So they're popping hats or whatever they're doing, and we're there to cheer them on as we head to week 18. This is outstanding. Week 18 could mean everything or it can mean nothing, but this is a way for the Detroit Lions to go ahead and wrap it up. Win 2, Minnesota loses 1. We can win with a week 17 win. Outstanding. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. Now, the reason that the Eagles situation is sticky is because they play 3 division games. So they're 3-0 in division right now. I think that 1 or 2 of these guys are going to get them. They play 3 division games. So that's what their situation is. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. This stuff, I'm telling you, man, it just keeps getting better and better. This is what the NFL is all about.